Welcome, welcome to the Court of Fowl. My name is Richter Courtmage at your service, and happy Thursday? Thursday? Yeah, Thursday is good. So, today and tomorrow and the next couple days are going to be a little bit on the busy side. So, hello, welcome. Congratulations, Kuro, on Tome of the First. Sorry, Dwarf, you were just a little bit too late. And hello, SMB. Hope your afternoon goes well. Wait, hello, I didn't hear you until now. I only just started talking, I think. But hola! Welcome, welcome. So, today, Kuro always comes first place. That is true. That is true. So, it is Thursday. It is Pixel's debut week. So we will most likely be dropping by at some point. She will probably be our raid target later. So just as a heads up, we have multiple streams where that isn't true, where I came first. Perhaps. Sometimes Kuro can make certain claims and it's just true. No, but really though, we'll probably be raiding Pixel later after stream. And I actually don't think that today's stream is going to be super long. Primarily because I also need to wake up early to join Pixel's stream for Helldivers. I actually have a meeting that popped out of nowhere for tomorrow morning, and I need to be part of a demonstration. So I need to coordinate with Pixel about that. I have yet to actually. I already messaged her about it, but I haven't been able to get any feedback yet. I know she's probably tired, but I need to coordinate that sooner rather than later, because I need to be able to juggle both the work and also still trying to make it to Pixel's Helldivers stream. Oh yeah, I bet you always come too fast, Tor. I did not expect to read that today. You know, this is why we missed the Kuro. We don't have enough of this these days. In any case, so yeah, that's gonna be the plan. Oh, by the way, I will not be streaming tomorrow, or rather, I guess later, depending on what time zone you're in. But I will not be streaming. Instead, I will be directing people to Pixel's stream. Right? So I'll be showing up there, which makes it a little bit easier on my part, to be honest. Which makes me think I can potentially juggle the meeting as long as I don't have to be like talking or anything. Because I need to be doing some stuff for the meeting and whatnot, but I don't think I have to be talking. Fingers crossed about that one. In any case, that aside, we will be doing a stream Friday night, which is going to be around this time on Friday. Tomorrow, basically, around this time tomorrow. And if I recall correctly, our stream for that time is just going to be some yapping. If I'm remembering right, that should just be yapping. Yeah, it is. It's yapping. Maybe I should have done tonight yapping, and then tomorrow should have been... Maybe tomorrow could have been Expedition 33 if I wanted to keep it short. What do you guys think? You think we should yap today and then Expedition tomorrow? But the YouTube thumbnail is saying Expedition 33. I could yap tonight. I'll just have to change it after. That is true. That is true. You know what? Let's do it like that. Let's keep tonight a little bit less stressful. And we'll do Expedition 33, so at least we can play a little bit longer tomorrow. We might even be able to start earlier, actually, when I think about it. We might actually be able to start earlier. So once I figure that out, I'll make the announcements. So for now, we're gonna do just chatting. Nay, we yap. Okay. Swapping, changing categories, and changing title. So for those of you who are watching this on YouTube, you'll be confused, but it's okay. You'll be fine. You've been more confused about other things. All right, so. Okay. Sorry, I had a Twitter window open, and it looks like there's going to be a little mini figure of Aardbert from FF14 Shadowbringers. I should probably log in again soon. Oh! By the way, some of you will be confused, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. By the way, did you guys know? I know that not everybody is a fan, but a Nintendo authorized store just opened in the Philippines. Basically, we have a Nintendo store now, an official Nintendo store. So, what? Yeah, let me send it to you, Kuro. Let me send you the link. Now you can buy and send me things. I don't know. I need to go visit. I still need to visit. I'll try to drop by maybe, I don't know, one of these days. Maybe Sunday. Might do it on Sunday. Or maybe Saturday. I don't know. We'll see. Either Saturday or Sunday. I'll try to pay a visit to the Nintendo store. It looks like they have a Zelda section. They have some plushies. They had a Mario mascot in there somehow. So, we'll see. Fingers crossed that it's actually decent. Sounds kind of cool. It is. If you're into the Mario or the Nintendo franchises, then cool, right? Grabbing a Yoshi for the Koro, I may have to. I may have to get a Yoshi and then ship it off or something. And I can say that it's official. Oh, maybe I should get a copy of what's that game that a lot of people have been playing lately with the Miis? What's it called? Somebody remind me of the title. Shoot. The title is escaping my brain right now. Me something, I guess? I forgot. But yeah. Might pick that up. Miitopia, I think. Probably Miitopia. So yeah, that one looked fun. We have to get around to doing that eventually. But we do have a lot of things on our plate too. So I'm gonna try to focus a lot on Tomodachi Life. Oh yeah, that's true. Tomodachi Life. There we go. That's the one. Tomodachi Life. So we'll probably get through Expedition 33. Richter, the new specimen hurts. Oh, right. Yeah, that's today, isn't it? It is the... What's the date today? It is the 21st. Is it the one that looks like the Terminator? Is it? Yeah, which Terminator, by the way, to clarify? Which Terminator? The liquid one? The liquid metal one? Or like the OG one? T3000? Which I don't remember their model names. What the heck? Okay, T3000. Which one is this? Oh, okay, this one. Okay, so it is the basically generic cyborg looking one. Okay. Oh, by the way, he got a minigun. Oh, okay. I can see how that can start to hurt a little bit. So I did something off stream. I could have done it on stream, but I felt I owed myself something that I had instant gratification for. And his drones rat your location out. Oh no. Oh no. So basically, a couple weeks back, I decided on my final Magic the Gathering sealed product purchase for a while. And I ordered, what do you call that? A Chocobo bundle. Similar to what I had ordered a while back, except this one is in Japanese because it was the only one that was reasonably priced. Because the English Chocobo bundle is a little... It was like double the price or more than. So I figured, you know what? I'll get the Japanese copy. I'll get it like at half the price. It's fine. So I got myself a Japanese copy of the Chocobo bundle. And so the polls that I got... good night, Cove! Hello, you're going to sleep already? Scalpers have ruined the market? Yeah, but then again, it's also just generally more expensive here because we're not exactly a first-party market to Wizards of the Coast, so a lot of the things we have here tend to be either in super limited supply or have to be like imported through like gray markets. So yeah. So it does get a little... Oh, just woke up. Morning here, 9:22 a.m. Ah, say good night as a greeting to you. Got it. I thought you were like, good night, and I'm saying hello. But hope you're doing well, Ko. We're just going to be yapping today, actually. We were originally planning to play Expedition 33, and then tomorrow I said we were going to yap, and I thought, wait a minute. I need to be up early tomorrow, so tonight's stream can't be long. So I figured I'll yap now, so we don't have to yap for a super long time. And then tomorrow, we'll have more time to play Expedition 33. So that's how we changed our plans. Anyway, so, time to subject Richter to savages while we yap? To what? Congratulations on your 5 stream streak. Oh no. Beans! FF14 savages? Oh no. I need to get back into 14, to be honest. I kind of let it slide. So I need to get back in. We need to get good? Kinda. But yeah, so the cards I pulled from the Chocobo bundle, 2 of them. Thank you, Nito, for the resub for 28 months. Let's go. And on a 21 streak. Nito's also streaking. I will not fall for that anymore. Hello, Raiga, who let Richter loose. You cannot keep me down. Ah! Ow, ow. Okay, fine. Hello, Razor. Hello, how's it going? Doing good. I bought a Chocobo bundle for Magic the Gathering. And it's in Japanese because it was half the price. And I still, you still get the usual rewards, like some 2 Chocobo racetrack print cards. So those are special edition cards, basically, or with different art, alternate art. And then you have like Chocobo racetrack, like Chocobo tracks as a foil print. And the 2 cards I got last time were Tifa and Vivi. So those were some solid polls I thoroughly enjoyed. Even now, I still have my Tifa deck, and she's pretty fun to play if you like kicking the ass out of somebody, and then maybe just proceeding to croak. Because she tends to be a one-hit wonder. She'll what do you call that? She'll hit you for like 128 damage in one go, and then be completely open afterwards. Anyway, so those Vivi and Tifa from last time. This new bundle I got. The first one was Tataru Taru. Basically, apparently, I find out that when I looked it up that the Chocobo print Tataru Taru is like $150, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I realized that Tataru is actually one of the cards that actually made the transition well into CEDH, or like the highest tiers of Commander play, because she's really, really good. Oh, Richter got the only FF14 main cast member who can manage money. That is true. That is true. And Tataru would commit tax fraud for you. So yeah, so Tataru, $150. I'm like, hell yeah, but I'm gonna be using Tataru though. I already have a deck in mind for Tataru, because I'm trying to build a group hug deck. So she's going in that for sure. And the other card was actually a card that I had been hoping to get, and that is the Chocobo print of Snapcaster Mage. Because the thing is, Snapcaster Mage alone is like, I think, a $20 card? So I didn't buy it. I didn't buy the single, because I don't want to spend $20 on a singular card. Like, so, okay, $17. Like, $17, $18 for Snapcaster Mage. Depending on, I guess, where you get. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna go buy it. And then I pull Snapcaster Mage. So hell yeah! Especially since the Snapcaster Mage art is actually super cute as well, because they got a Scholar from FF14. And art is just gorgeous. So I'm very happy with that. I can throw it into my Wizards deck, because I have a deck that is comprised primarily of Wizards and lots of ping effects. So that's fun. I'll be able to throw that in there for sure. And so yeah, so I got those, and there's a bunch of cards and whatnot that I got. And I got one of those traveling Chocobo special prints. The Tax Wizards. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, the one where if I recall, it was in the demo. I was playing with Omega. We had a trial run for the game, and that was the one where he basically took my Vivi and threw it in the yard. Because I cast Gamble, and I basically fetched Vivi from my deck and put him into my hand, but I have to discard one at random. I had Omega pick the one to discard, and he picked Vivi of all things. So that made me very sad. Very, very sad. But there is also some news. I am planning to kind of update that deck. I have a couple of ideas of how to basically make it a little stronger, a little faster, a little, a little bit more competitive. So fingers crossed that my changes to the deck will be pretty good. I feel like there is a joke to be made here with you playing Gamble and Gachas. You know what? You know what? Fair point. Fair point. By the way, I just completely realized that I did not actually have a celebration for hitting 1,300 followers here on Twitch. I think we had like we called it out, but I don't think we did anything to celebrate. And I feel like we should. I'll figure it out. But glad to hear you're making your tax mages even more taxing on everyone. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. I think I should try we should play again. And I'll try using some of the other decks that I have. So was it last weekend? Okay, no, the other weekend. The one, what do you call it? When I told you guys I was going to be out of town, I brought with me a total of 12 Magic the Gathering Commander decks to my little out-of-town trip. And I got to play with a good bunch of them, but I also let my friends play the other decks as well to give them a try. And what got some pretty good feedback in terms of fun factor was the hamster deck. And I am very proud to say that I want to make that even more fun by throwing hamsters around. Also found a good amount of local game stores that sell MTG cards. Hell yeah, let's go. Hamster, yes. Hamster deck, fun. Oh, and I also, Kuro, I am happy to report that I have once again claimed victory against a pod using my Coronation deck. It has claimed yet another victory. Because dragons are truly powerful. There is a card that I've been looking at that I want to add to the dragon deck, but it's a little on the pricey side, so I might have to wait until I might have to wait a little bit until I pick it up. Because the card alone, the card in its cheapest print is around $27. The average print is probably $27 to $30 for one card. Is there a card that is essentially the Comet Impact that wiped out the dinos? Let me check. Let me try to look into that. I wonder if I could just like Chotto. Let me see if I can make this fun. Let's see, how do I where is that? Oh. Shotto, let me check something real quick. Oh, okay. Okay, I know. Asking for no specific reason. I see. No worries, no judgment. Let me see if I can get a screen capture. Ah, here we go. Holo display. Okay, I need to also check the filters. Okay, there we go. What do you guys think of the holo display? Oops. Oh, I need to check it's in the filters. Okay. So, yeah, so there. Now you guys can see. Oops. Now we can search. Let's see if we can get Meteor. Let's put it in the colors of the deck. And then we can search. So we have Shujing Meteorite. We have Meteor Golem. We have Meteorite. But we need one that's just, that kind of takes out a lot of things, right? Here we go, Meteor Fall. And it has Sephiroth on it too. Star of Extinction. Destroy target land. Meteor Fall deals 20 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. What would happen if there was an injury that threatened the very life of the planet? Preferably a board clear or wipe? Yeah, so this one. Star of Extinction. Basically a reprint. Oh, sorry, Meteor Fall. A reprint of Star of Extinction. Which honestly sounds super Kodocore. Not gonna lie. I feel like both of these titles is like absolutely Kodocore. Whether you call it Meteor Fall or Star of Extinction. That's such a metal title. Does it get the Kodo approval? What is the... Okay, I want to see what the original card looks like. You guys want to see? Because this is the Sephiroth print, right? Let's look at... Star of Extinction goes hard, by the way. It does. It goes so hard. Let's look at what the original, Oh! You know what? The original version of the card from Ixalan. It is what it is. It is what it is. The visions haunt me. I see the end of the world brought on by the search for the immortal sun. Kinda goes hard. So yeah, Star of Extinction looks fun. So yeah, I think that definitely falls right into the category of what we're looking for, right? There is also Ultimate Magic Meteor, but I don't think it's as flavorful as Meteor Fall. Have you seen this, Kodo? Look at it. The name of the card is Meteor Fall, but its true name is Star of Extinction. And basically, it's a sorcery that destroys a target land and deals 20 damage to each creature and planeswalker. Is the name Star of Extinction not such a, such a good name? Does it fit in the Dragon deck? It does. It does fit in the Dragon deck. But I don't have this card. It also sounds like a title / epitaph for someone I know? Yeah. You want to know? Okay, so Kuro, let me show you the original version of the card. I'll show you, because this is the Sephiroth print. But the original card, the original card is called Star of Extinction. So let's look at what the original card looks like. Can you see it? Can you see what the original card looks like? So yeah, this is the Star of Extinction. Barely, I'm on phone. Oh, okay. Let me put that in here. There, it should be a little better now. I can even zoom in. You see it? The Star of Extinction. So yeah, I'll probably look it up. I'll try to throw it into the coronation. What is, wait, let me go check in with the coronation. Reminds me of a video I've seen with lore. So this is the current deck, the Coronation. So I'll put it into the inbound. What's it called? Meteor Fall? Must be a great video. Must be. Does it have great narration? Your little overlay thing looks so cool. Yeah, cyber magics. That is true. That is true. Star of Extinction. I want to get the Sephiroth version of it. But it's like $9? I guess no, that's not the worst price. If I can find one for cheap, I'll probably get it. But this is the one card that I wanted to add that is a little... That's not quite cheap. Thank you, Humpty Dumpizzle, for the resub. Ah! So it's this one. Terror of the Peaks. The cheapest version of this, I think, is gonna be $37, I guess. Just look at it. I think it's too expensive, and then pull it in the next pack. I wish. It's in Thunder Junction, which is not a lot of people have been able to pull, so maybe that's why. Let me show you why I want it though. So this is Terror of the Peaks. Look at it. First and foremost, is that not one of the sickest looking dragons you have ever seen? Look at it. It's such a sick looking dragon. And second, it is also just a ridiculously powerful card. From the holo spray, it reminds me of that one Yu-Gi-Oh card. With the red Slifer or something? Or Red Eye's Black Dragon. That one, yeah. It does. Wait, let me copy image link. Maybe I can do a little better. Maybe I can make like a little browser source or something and add it. Show and tell. So here we go. This card. This I kind of want to add to the dragon deck. Terror of the Peaks. So basically, spells that your opponents cast that target Terror of the Peaks cost an additional 3 life to cast. Basically, ward 3 life. So you gotta pay with your life, with some life, if you want to even just look and target Terror of the Peaks. Okay, this is a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Yes, it is. Rock Knight. And then, additionally, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Terror of the Peaks deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target. Slap a few jet engines on the wings and you'll have our Monhunt collab and MTV. Yeah, Valstrax. Yeah, it also does kind of look like Valstrax. So, TLDR, when Terror of the Peaks is on board, whenever another creature enters, you deal damage to somebody's face. You deal damage to someone's face equal to that creature's power that came in. But we have to remember that my commander basically doubles dragons. Anytime a dragon comes in, I get a second one for free. I get a BOGO on dragons. And dragons tend to be a little on the beefy side. They're usually at least like 5 power. And I get 2 of them every time one comes down. So that's like 5 damage to someone's face. Another 5 damage to someone's face. If it was Summon Bahamut, that's 9 damage to someone's face, and then another 9 damage to someone's face. So yeah, Terror of the Peaks kinda busted in this deck if I can get it. Because it means I can be slapping people for 5-6 damage every time I put a dragon out. But there's also, isn't it dealing the casted monster damage? Yeah, yeah, the power of whatever came in. Slap him with my Dragon deck? Yeah, free damage, exactly. Let's say Bahamut comes in. Yeah, any other creature on my side. So if I cast Summon Bahamut while Terror of the Peaks is in play, Summon Bahamut comes down, and Terror of the Peak says, yo, you got 9 power. Let's slap someone for 9 power. Welcome, Capybara. Welcome back. Nice to see you again. So 9 damage. But then Miriam says, yo, we got a deal on dragons. It's a BOGO. Buy one, get one. You get a second Bahamut for free. Then you get your second 9/9 Saga Dragon. And then, bam, another 9 damage to someone's face. So yeah, that's fun. That's fun. Or you could slap it all on someone's face, on someone else's, or on a different creature's face. The worst part is that if it is Summon Bahamut, the moment Bahamut comes in, he destroys a permanent. So you're blowing people's shit up and blowing their faces. It's practically a win condition though if I get to cast Draco Genesis. Because that basically means I can put all my dragons down in one go and start slapping people. I have yet to do that in the game, though. I want to do that. Where I get to play Draco Genesis, and I have my commander on board, and then just whoosh, 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 whoosh. So yeah, there's room. Like, definitely the Coronation Dragon deck is pretty strong. But it definitely has room to be stronger. At that point, it'll be better to get either 14s or 15s theme to play while it does blow everything up. Oh yeah. So what's the topic we're chatting about? We are talking about Magic the Gathering. And this card that I was... Well, specifically, I'm looking to get this card one day, but currently it's a little out of budget. Because this card alone is like $38. And I'm like, man, I don't have that kind of money to spend on a single card right now. You know? That is a butt ton of money I don't want to spend. Ironically, there's no answers to it being played. Throws in counterspell. Is it a TCG? Yes, it is. Magic the Gathering. It's a trading card game. And yeah. I play a lot of it. I've played it on stream a couple times too. Though, yeah, it's not the main thing that I do on stream, but every now and again, if I have people to play with, I will, pull it up, we'll play a round or two. Game, is it like Yu-Gi-Oh? Okay, I would say in the sense that they are both card games, yes, but the rules are very different. Because they fundamentally operate on like different wavelengths of being a card game, where Yu-Gi-Oh is a very structured card game in the sense that it limits what you do in terms of like what you have on board, right? You have 5 back row, whatever, cards for traps and whatever, and then you have like your creatures in the front. Pixel, I sent you a message! What time are you playing Helldivers? Because they're pulling me in for a meeting tomorrow morning. So I need to figure out if you're gonna be playing Helldivers early enough, and I don't mind waking up extra early just to do it. Have you tried Pragmata? I have not. I responded. Let me check. Damn it! Any chance that you're gonna play Helldivers earlier? What I'm also gonna try to do is see if I can attend the meeting and not be in voice, and not talk and just do the other stuff they need me to do. Because I'm not gonna be streaming, so that part makes it a little bit easier. I'll just be on your stream. And for everybody who's not aware, Pixel is the middle of Pixel debuts week, so we're gonna be a guest tomorrow. So do check it out. I put it late initially for you. Please, if you can. I am so sorry for the last minute, but like work is being a bitch. Like my calendar was clear up until today, and then I find out like in the afternoon. I'm like, where'd this meeting come from? Oh yeah, no, we're doing a presentation tomorrow. We're doing a what? Yeah. Fuck. Is Magic the Gathering an online game or is it an IRL game like Pokemon? It is both. There is a physical card game, but there are also ways for you to play it online. On terms of many summon creatures, throws in Finale of Glory with 10 tapped mana. Oh yeah, so that's one of the major differences. Love it when they throw in a last-minute meeting for the next day. Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has like 5 front, 5 back, and that's it. Your work should apologize for changing schedules like that. They should, but they won't, because they'll say that this project is super important and super urgent. So, thankfully, I think my part in it should be fairly minimal. So I think I might be able to get away with not being, or just being like muted the entire time. So we'll see how that goes. In any case, let's see. In any case, hopefully, it all works out. Hey, Puppet, welcome, welcome. Hey, Attic, enjoy yours. Look! Attic's lurking, Attic's lurking, Attic's lurking. Yes, Attic Fox is now lurking, but I'm not sure. Don't you guys get a feeling that Attic might be lurking? But we'll never know. We'll never know for sure. So yeah. Anyway, so back to just got rage baited into League of Legends. I don't know if it's true, but I heard a rumor Attic might be lurking. Maybe, perhaps. We'll never know. Just also, okay, good luck, Capybara with the League. Well, let me know what time is best for you when you can. Anytime. Okay, maybe the earliest I can do is like 6 o'clock. Your 6 p.m. is maybe the earliest that I can do. That's what happens when you play League, right? I thought you played League of Legends first and then you get rage baited. Not the other way around. Kodos actually has a point there. The earliest I can do probably is your 6 p.m., which is my 6 a.m. I'll wake up at like 5. And then I'll just strap on my big boy boots and start, hell diving. I still keep going, don't know why. It's called a crippling addiction. It's It's also what's the other term for it? It's also there's a specific term. Or a toxic relationship. No, there's another one. Where you're kind of it's Stockholm syndrome. There we go. It's Stockholm syndrome. For in-game waifus. It's the skins. It's how they get you. It's kind of like how they also... Because even Magic did that. Let me show you guys an actual legit Magic card. We can iron things out later, but I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Let me share with you guys an actual Magic the Gathering card real quick. Here we go. Stockholm is indeed a toxic environment. Yeah. Ah, yes, the syndrome that started off a very bad example. I'll download the Magic the Gathering today to play. Give it a try. I think you can play Magic the Gathering Arena. That should be at least a good starting point. Stockholm isn't... Oh, right, I forget! Razor, you're from... you're from Sweden, where the city of Stockholm resides. So yeah, but this is a Magic the Gathering card. He's a Swede. Smothering Tithe, and it has literally the Ojo-sama. Oh! Ho, 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 ho. So yeah, they actually have some anime treatment cards. Yeah, so that's the one. Is it? Oh yeah, I need to close that up. Yeah, I think that's good. He is the bestest wolf boy. Aye. That he is. Let's see. I think I wonder if there's like a filter for anime cards for what do you call that? In Scryfall. Okay, so let me show you guys my cat is being the neediest right now. You know about Buddy Fight? I think I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever played it. What's going on? What's happening with the cat? Let me show you guys the card I got from the Chocobo bundle today. Oops. It is this one. So this is the card that I got today. Is it not such a cool card? Look at it. It's such gorgeous art. It has a Chocobo print and foil. And it has a scholar on it. Yeah. She's shoving her face into mine for kisses and demanding I pet and hold her. Damn, it's a great combo starter. Yes, it is. And it's going into my wizard deck. Because basically it'll let me cast my other cards from the graveyard again. Then you should do it. Yeah. Listen to your cat. Oh, and apparently Snapcaster Mage, this particular print of Snapcaster Mage is $134. $134 for this print of Snapcaster Mage. So, whew. You want to know what want to know what card I want? What do you want? What card do you want, Omega? Oh snap! What is it? Encore Electromancer. Are you saying that you got this game in-game or IRL? I got it IRL. Because I got the bundle where you have a chance to get it. So I have this card now. And also this one. Taru. Let me look up Encore Electromancer. I want this card, I don't own it. Oh, damn! Oh, shit! Yeah, I want it too. Fuck! How is this card $1,300? I'm a minor and I'm poor. I can't play. I get into the community. You can play some Magic the Gathering arena. That should be fine. It's a Miku card. It's $1,300 though! My god! Ow! Hey, Alvin. Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys can throw stuff on YouTube now. It's $1,300, man! Is this one of those? Is this a secret layer bonus card? Is that why it's expensive? It's a bonus card for the Miku secret layer. So it's not guaranteed at all. At least we can have it in Tabletop Sim for the price of Tabletop Sim. That is true. That is true. Maybe I should get a Miku secret lair. But in which one is it available? What? Where is this? Man, that's pricey. Pricey as fuck. Vintage Gold Star Charizard. Look at this card's value. Oh, it's a Charizard. It's just the new V-Idol deck archetype. Man, $3,000 for it. Jesus. It's okay. Magic is not gonna let itself just lose to Pokemon as far as card prices go. Let me go check up. Let me take a look. Sort by price. Show all prints. Jet Mint edition is okay. $58,000. Damn. Let me check. What is... Actually, we already do know what is the most expensive Magic the Gathering card. I just need to double check how much Post Malone paid for it. The serialized one of one, the One Ring, $2 million. Currently owned by Post Malone. God damn. Imagine being the guy that pulls the serialized one of one. And then Post Malone just shows up and says, $2 million. That's my price. Like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. I'll take it. Is that MTG? Yes, it is. We're suddenly into the territory of expensive cards. Cause I got a Chocobo bundle, and the two cards I got from it, the two Chocobo track print cards, was Tataru and Snapcaster Mage. And now we're talking about expensive cards. Pikachu Illustrator is $16.5 million value. Yeah, but nobody's actually paid $16.5 million for it, have they? Ooh, is that your actual monitor on the screen in front of you? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So for reference, this is the one ring that Post Malone actually paid $2 million for. So this one actually sold, you know? The guy had the card, Post Malone's like, I'm buying it off you. $2 million, let's go! How much for Black Lotus? That I'm not sure. I forget how much the Black Lotus is. Pricing. Will man folly and not throw it into the fire? I'm pretty sure Post Malone, what do you call that? Would just, you know, he'd go Gollum all over it. I think the record sale, the highest recorded sale of a Black Lotus is $3 million. That's the highest, that's the most expensive sold that has been recorded. So, yeah, 3 mil. Man, the price people will pay for cardboard. Black Lotus is still the most expensive. Yeah. I think that's the most expensive that was recorded because it was an alpha, I think mint condition alpha, graded 10. 3 mil for cardboard is crazy, yeah. Cardboard! I could buy 50 pieces. Ah, man. I wonder, okay, I'm gonna, most expensive trading card ever sold. The One Ring looks cool, but also looks like it's about to hit the lava. Yeah. It's what the card can do that can make it expensive. Yeah, for most of the time, cards are expensive in Magic because they are also strong. And then there's like a specific, and then there are some that get expensive because of the collectible value, but only because they're also super rare. So, you know, that's, but that's more of the exception rather than the norm. Because there are also some super old cards that just aren't that expensive either. But so you have to be a combination of expensive and powerful at the same time to hit the upper echelons of pricing. Black Lotus is both one of the most broken cards in all of Magic, and also just super rare because they stopped printing it. Because it's too strong. Let's see. Let me look at Black. Let me pull up Black Lotus for those who are not familiar. Let's see. Let's find the original print. Let me grab. Here we go. Also, this one of unserialized is still so cool. I have played Buddy Fight. It's insanely entertaining. I see. Is this still allowed in tournament play? Only there are specific formats where Black Lotus is allowed. So this is Black Lotus. I think, yeah, so the only place that it is currently allowed, where it's allowed to be played, is in a format called Vintage, where it is literally just like the oldest of the oldest cards. And even then, Black Lotus is restricted to 1 copy, I think. So imagine this. You play a bit of Magic, Nito, so think about how broken it is to have 1 card come down for 0 mana, and then you can immediately just have, you sacrifice it for, yeah, you sacrifice it for 3 mana. So turn 1, you can already be up 3. I'm equally happy and sad that Artie is cheap then. Yeah. Very short-term investment. It will melt in like 35 seconds. That thing got discontinued? I see. I think I've only heard of Buddy Fight. Let me see if I'm actually remembering it right or if I'm thinking of something else. Let's check the images. Oh, okay. I've seen the characters. I've seen it, but I have not. What do you call it? I have not played it, but I've definitely seen the card like design. You know, like the logo, and I think I've definitely seen it at some events where people play, but I have not picked it up. It's from Bushiroad. Yeah, so it's one of those. One of the Bushiroad, what do you call that, card games? Because Bushiroad does release a lot of them. But yes. So yeah, by the way, unrelated, Nito, how have you been doing since your... What's this? Since your Shadowbringers conclusion. It has an insanely high skill ceiling. I think a lot of card games have a lot of sufficiently complex card games can have very high skill ceilings, especially if they have like a very, especially if they've had a very healthy competitive, what do you call that, competitive scene, you know? Like, and definitely some card games lend themselves much more to, what do you call that, to having really weird plays. You should buy a Black Lotus? Sure, yeah, you know what, that sounds like a good idea. I'll just need to, I don't know, pony up a couple $1,000. No biggie, no biggie. Just need, yeah, just like pony up 2,000 euros minimum for a non-legal version of it. Maybe $30,000. Time to rob a bank. I have 2 kidneys though. I've been gambling at a saucer since then, contemplating how to go along with it and deciding on me just playing it in my free time. I see. So take your time then. I do need... I have 2 kidneys and I happen to only need 1, but I'd rather not. You know what? I'm gonna go rob the bank. Who wants to join my crew? Who wants to join my bank robbing crew? We can do this a la Payday. You know, we'll do this Payday style. Chotto. It's Payday, fellas. Speaking of, you still got Payday 2 on your list? I do believe... Anyway, Richter, do you play Commander? I do! I currently have a roster of 12 Commander decks. Totally healthy amount of decks to own. Oh yeah, so this is also, I also pulled this from one of the boosters. So now I'm happy to be able to replace one of my traveling chocobos in the Tifa deck. So yeah, so the Tifa Commander deck. Let me go grab the chocobo print one. This is the one I have for the Tifa deck. I only have the one Commander deck, and it's the Rakdos Eldrazi. Oh wait, I remember the... You were playing with... If I recall, you were playing with Atra? If I recall, you were playing with Atra. Yes, yeah, I remember. I remember. I used to play Hoxton all the time in Payday, but haven't touched Payday in such a long time. Right? And I was excited. Flower card, yeah. I can't believe you remember. I remember most magic streams I've at least walked into. I remember. But yeah, what do you call that? I have like 12 in running. I have a couple of half-built decks that I need to get around to doing, but I'm also telling myself maybe I should stop at 12 and then maybe just retire some. Want to play sometime? Yes, absolutely. Would be fun to see all y'all's committing crimes in Payday 2 specific. Maybe. Wait, let me... Give me a second. I think I might have to... Wait, let me put this away. And then maybe increase my thing here. Let me display... Let me set this up for you guys. Oh no, it's not. It's a little hard to see regardless. I wonder if I should just swap over to a different scene so I can do a show and tell of my architect listing. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's go. Let me prepare the scene though. Let me go to the main scene and then change the background to my window. To the window, to the wall. Alright, I think this is fine. So let's swap scene. So this is my, okay, making sure. This is my architect. If you want to check it out, my username is Fowl Plays. Just opened arena, jump scared by a woman looking like Scarlet. Oh yeah. I think that might be Chandra. Chandra Nalar, if I'm not mistaken. So this is my architect. I currently have 12 decks active. And most of them are either Final Fantasy or Dungeons and Dragons. And I have one lore hold. Technically, this is Winota join her forces, but I'm using the Bart Klauser print from the Final Fantasy set. I have Ardbert, Warrior of Darkness. I have Tasha, the Witch Queen from Dungeons and Dragons. Minsk and Boo, Dungeons and Dragons. Bruenor Battlehammer, Dungeons and Dragons. Tifa and Xenos, Final Fantasy XIV. Miriam, Dungeons and Dragons. Let's see. Balthier and Fran, Final Fantasy. Lais Cel, Dungeons and Dragons. Inala, Archmage Ritualist, originally the Kuja print from Final Fantasy, but now I have a different print. And then we have Lorehold, which is like the most non-Universes Beyond Commander deck that I have. Because it's pretty much the pre-con, and I've just modified it a little bit. Like 8 cards, give or take. So this is my arsenal at the moment. Honestly, I've been tempted to build a Rix with these. Slumbering Isle, Kraken Command. Kraken sounds fun, but let me take a look. What's the name? Rix Smith. Ooh, Slumbering Isle. Ooh, okay. Oh, I think I've seen this card before. Legendary creature Kraken. Erixmathes enters tap with 5 slumber counters. As long as Erixmathes is a slumber counter, it's a land, not a creature. Whenever you cast a spell, you may remove a slumber counter from Erixmathes. And he taps for 2? So this is basically a 12/12 mana dork that taps for 2 mana. That costs 4. and in the colors that you should never be giving extra mana to. I smell shenanigans. I smell bullshit in these colors. Never trust a Simic player. When I went on that out-of-town trip and played with just the Strixhaven precons, the Quandrix, the Simic deck was up to some absolute dog shit X counters everywhere. It was busted as fuck. Simic is bananas. Yeah, you give Simic enough mana, and you're like, how did we get here? And there's like a 2020, 2020 fractal running at you. Okay, but I can pull big Krakens with this one. You can. Quandrix can beat you up with math. Yep, they're beating you with the thick textbooks. That's how Quandrix really beats you to the ground. And an actual literal mathematics. Come on, guys! Whose fucking idea was to put this on a magic card? I didn't realize I needed to start doing fucking quadratic equations with this shit. You know? Who does this? Who made me do next level math? Who made me do next level math? Is there more cards like these? No, this is apparently the first of its kind. And I don't know if I want it to be the last. The person who made this card is a math nerd. Okay, so question, Hero Bunny. Are you familiar with the lore of Strixhaven in Magic the Gathering? How familiar are you with Magic lore? Because there's a reason why this card is the way it is. Not really. Do I want to? Okay, think of it this way. I'll explain it briefly. So Strixhaven is a setting in Magic the Gathering where the entire motif is that it is just basically magic school. Alright? It's basically magic school. Think Hogwarts minus the baggage. Is it bad that I want to get that for my brother who plays Magic? No, it's a good set. It legitimately has very good cards. Anyway, so back to my point, right? Strixhaven has 5 colleges, 5 different schools, right? And each school kind of has a thing that it does. And in the colors of Simic, green and blue, right? That school is basically all of the magic nerds. Oh no, I meant the math card. I want to hear his reaction. Do it. Sounds like a fun card if you want someone to overdraw and discard their hand. No, you do it so that somebody completely decks out. You have them draw their entire deck and they lose. But yeah, blue and green, magic nerds. 5 slumber counters, yeah. And then after that, it's a 12/12 critter. So this is Quandrix, Zimone, and all the magic nerds. Now, of course, now that I've told you about Quandrix and the magic nerds, I have to tell you about my college. The one that I picked. And I have been rooting for since they announced the set. Lorehold. So, you see, these guys are all... Actually, they're all nerds. But Lorehold specifically, their form of nerdery is history. They are big history nerds. They are archaeologists. But they're also kind of buff. They are the buff history nerds. It's red and white. Is there one for black, red? No. Because the color pairs they picked here, if I recall, they are the ally pairs. Meaning that they're the pairs that are like kind of friends with each other. Like they're direct, what do you call it? Direct allies with each other. So unfortunately, there isn't. Now, they also have bird folk. Which, you know, you tell me there's like, oh, there's some owl in here? There are some owl folk? I'm down. Now, let me find, what was the name of, what's his face? At least it's not any sort of DX functions. No, that is true. Trying to remember. Trying to remember the name. You know what? Maybe I should just look up the lore hold cards. Aziza. So Aziza is one. So you can see now. No Orzhov then. There is Orzhov colors. There are Orzhov colors. This is Aziza, Mage Tower Captain. Remember what I said? That the red-white are the buff nerds? So there you go. There's one. History. Oh. Let me find... There are some specific cards that I am, what do you call it, looking for. You know what? Maybe I should just look for it on Scryfall. Let's go do some advanced searching. I'm pretty sure it was a red card. Legendary creature. From the set of Strixhaven. Mika, here we go. Mika, Reader of Ruins. Look at this guy! Look at him! Wait, can you guys see him? I don't. Look at Mika, Reader of Ruins. He is the epitome of buff nerd. Buff nerds that look like they smell like gym socks. They cannot smell like gym socks because they are way too dusty. They are constantly in ancient ruins where it's dusty as fuck, so they are just constantly dry. Let's see. It is just constantly... There's another one. Here. There's also Kirol, history buff. Because he's actually buff and he's wielding a pillar and swinging at people. That's a muscle wizard if I've ever seen one. Yeah. That's what they are. They're all buff wizards. Look at these guys. He is truly a pillar of his community. Lorehold constantly talking about the Roman Empire. You know what? You know what? Facts. Absolute facts. Alright, so let's go back to the next school. Now that we've talked about Quandrix, we've talked about Lorehold, let's go to... Since Nisha brought it up, we will now go to Silverquill. So many texts on those cards? Yeah, you gotta do a lot of reading. That's how they trick you, Alvin. So, we have Silverquill. And first thing I gotta tell you, they got the drip. Look at the drip on these guys. Black and white. Orzhov colors, hell yeah. So, what these guys are, if you remember, Quandrix, they're the nerd, they're the math nerd, they're the mathletes. You got Lorehold, they're your history buffs. By that I mean they study history and they're buff. Literally looks like how ink dropped into water looks. Yeah, that's their entire thing. They do a lot of ink magic. This is Brina, Demagogue. So they're doing a lot of like ink magic stuff. So if Lorehold is a bunch of history buffs, Silverquill, they are the debate team. Sharp style, sharper wit. They are so they're Witch Hat Atelier. Maybe they're the debate team. Like, look at this guy. Oops. Like, look at this guy. Do you not think, does he not look like he is just the most punchable face of the debate team? They'll be teaching incantations. So yeah, they're the debate team of Strixhaven. Now, oops, okay. Who have I not? Oh, there we go, Prismari. Now, let's get a Prismari. So the Prismari school, they are the drama club and art students. They're basically the drama club and art students combined. Look at them. Do they not look fabulous? Are they not like the most extra students you have ever seen? Look at that. They look like the bi flag. Look. Basically they do music, they do drama, all the arts. There's that art. Oh, here's the more full spread version. It's a theater kids, but with confidence. Yeah. All of the theater kids. Like the blue and reds on their faces make them look like the bi flag. Oh, I see. But yeah, that is their color though. They are it colors, red and blue. Red and blue. So yeah, Silverquill, black and white, Prismari, red and blue. All the theater kids. And then I think lastly, now we go to the last group. Witherbloom. Because you gotta have the goth kids! These are the goth kid ecologists. Look at it. The cool goth kids. Goth Slytherins. Environmentalist goth Slytherins. Because they're also all about that nature. And here, oh, I actually got this card. Dina Brewmaster, Essence Brewer, rather. I kind of want to see if I can build her. Or if I should slap her into a deck instead. But yeah, the goth kids, look! Yeah, that is Dina. So goth Hufflepuffs. Yes, I think that's actually that is a better description. Goth Hufflepuffs. Was the leech person from this? I think so. Black? Are you referring to Black? Oh wait, yeah. Leech. This one, Leech Collector. Yes, absolutely. The one who looks a little too happy about leeches. A little too happy about the leeches. But you know, I do feel like they're a pretty decently strong deck too. So yeah, so Dina on the cover for Witherbloom Pestilence. So yeah, those are the different schools of Strixhaven. The set is honestly really cool. I enjoyed it quite a lot. Probably spent way more money than I should have, but I have no regrets. Oh, by the way, look at the Killian Decisive Mentor card. He's got that drip on, guys. Look at it. Wait, can you see it properly? Are you guys able to see him? Look at that. Look at the drip on him. I wonder if that would work with Zask. Oh yeah, absolutely. Zask has, what do you call that? Zask does... He wants a lot of insects, though. He wants a lot of insects, and I think definitely Dina can help in that regard. Let's see, Dina... Oh yeah, her Essence Brewer is you basically get stuff when you sacrifice a creature. You draw a card. And if and in the case of Zask, you have a lot of bugs. And it's easy for you to sacrifice them. Do it whenever you want. And she has an ability where you can pay 2, tap, and sacrifice another creature, of which you have many. You gain X life and put X plus 1 plus 1 counters, where X is the sacrifice creature's power. Okay, so this one maybe not so much, because it sounds like Dina wants you to sacrifice a big thing. Because she kind of wants, like, accumulating power. At least for this ability. Yeah, it looks like it's just a continuation of her old previous ability, though. Where you can sacrifice a creature and then you get a buff plus X plus 0. Where this one is more of counters this time. So, yeah. I'm sorry to say this, but he looks like the twist villain of the sequel of Big Hero 6. Oh. Wait, Big Hero 6 has a sequel? Wow, the Soul Steeper version seems ridiculous. A little bit. Callaghan? No, sadly... Callaghan? What? Nani? What do you mean? Oh, is that the villain? Of Big Hero 6? Oh, no. Oh, or... Oh, okay, I think I see what you mean now. Yes. The villain of Big Hero 6. Oh, yeah, that's what I was figuring. So, yeah. Those are the schools of Strixhaven. Super fun. Where was I? Right. So yeah, these are the decks that I currently have. You were fingering? No. I was not. I would ask for permission. So I think if I had to retire one of these, I think I might end up retiring maybe the Tifa deck? Maybe the Gate of Babylon deck. These two decks I might retire. At least temporarily. I'm also thinking about the Master Chef deck. I don't know if I want to... If I also maybe want to retire that. I only just built this deck, so I want to play some more. Even though I feel like this is easily my weakest deck. But then again, the entire premise of the deck was a little bit weak to begin with. Because it's about cars! Master Chef deck? Yes! This is my Lais Cel Master Chef deck. Where it is a pair, it is a background deck where I have Lais Cel Blacketh Champion. If you would put one or more counters on a creature or planeswalker you control, or on yourself, you put that many +1 of each of those kinds of counters on that permanent or player instead. And then she has a background. And the background I chose for Lais Cel is Master Chef. Commander creatures you own have this creature enter the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. And other creatures you control enter the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on them. So when it slices, it dices, it grows counters to a ridiculous degree. I thought you meant like cooking Master Chef. Oh no, that's a different deck altogether. That sounds like a fun deck idea though, regardless. But this deck does get a little ridiculous because what that means is if you have Master Chef out first, and then you put Lais Cel down, Lais Cel will come in with a +1/+1 counter because of Master Chef. But because of her own ability, you get to put 2 +1/+1 counters on Lais Cel. Immediately turning her from a 3/3 into a 5/5 for 3 mana. And no downsides. And that gets busted very quickly, especially when you have other cards like Hardened Scales, where it says if you put one or more +1/+1 counters, you put that many +1 instead. So what happens, Master Chef says, hey, you put a counter, make that 2. Lais Cel says, oh, you're putting 2? Put 1 more. So now, with Master Chef, Lais Cel, and Hardened Scales in play, you put any creature down and it's going to come down with 3 +1/+1 counters automatically. And there are some, like Mowu, Loyal Companion, that says if you put one or more counters, you put another 1 on it. So he gets 1 more. And that turns Mowu immediately into a 7/7. The moment he comes down. So basically I have a bunch of other stuff in here that do similar things. And they just kind of keep on compounding with all the counters. So yeah, fun times, fun times. So I don't know. It's a fun deck, but I do feel like that I already have like a +1/+1 counter deck, which is in the hamsters, the hamster catapult deck. So I might just do something else with this deck, or I'll put some of the cards from here into the hamster catapult instead. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think I might maybe put like Hardened Scales into the hamster deck, but I feel like the balance of the hamster deck is kind of pretty okay. So I'll have to figure it out and see what else I can do about it. In any case, it is I do want to build some other decks, but I don't want to be spending too much. And I need to start saving up too. So I'm gonna try to, if I need to fund a deck, I may have to sell cards to buy cards. Speaking of, I should probably... Where's Shadrick Silverquill? Shadrick Silverquill! Get the full... I have the full art, alternate art version of this. There we go. I'll throw that in. Master Chief Magic Evolved was my first thought, by the way. Kind of got confused on how Halo has wound up here. No, not Master Chief, Master Chef. So yeah, these are fun, honestly. The entire set itself has been honestly an amazing run. And gave me a ton of cards to play with. One of the other decks I was actually thinking of working on, but I need more... It'll take more time. Is this deck. Toph the First Metal Bender. So I'm kind of thinking I want to build it. Man, look at this one. 787 just for this. Okay, I think it's almost 2 hours. Okay. Wait, let me, you know what? Originally, I was thinking Avatar deck might be cute. Yeah, actually, the top First Metal Bender, I was thinking it's hard to put the deck together because I need a lot more cards that I currently don't have. But the other deck I want to build is actually this one. Is this card. I have this card and I want to build a deck around him. But I don't... again, this is one of those where the pot agreed. Nowhere. Like, I want to build, but this requires a lot of cards I don't have. And a lot of them are going to be hobbits. But I want to build the Cabbage Merchant deck. Because it looks fun. And then just play super, super big things. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, create a food token, and then you can tap foods. Tap foods for mana. This can actually get wild pretty fast when you think about it. Because your opponents are going to be casting spells. And if they're not casting creature spells, then you get food. It's basically tax, but you get mana instead of cards. Here's the thing, there's no preventing. This is not preventing anything. It's more like, oh, you cast a creature spell? Hang on, let me make a food. Let me make a food, let me make a food, let me make a food. There's no permissions being asked. It's just, oh, okay, hang on. Every time you so much as move your lips, suddenly he's getting food. You know? Okay, let me... Alright, I gotta... My original plan was to just stream, and everything was gonna be okay. But, because I had eaten before around like 6 o'clock, and I was feeling pretty full, up until before stream. But now that I've streamed for just an hour and 42 minutes, I feel the hunger. So I'm gonna have to order some food. I just need to figure out what. There's a place called Dirty Hands. Oh no, it's gonna close too soon. Never mind. Cafe de Shisha. They have tandoori, biryani, karai. Do I want South Asian cuisine? No, you know what? I'm gonna go for good old grilled chicken. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, SMB. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna go get some grilled chicken. Get that. Get chicken gizzards. Get some soup. Get some vegetables. And then... what else? I think that's it. I think that's plenty. I think that is plenty. Okay, look for coupons. Give me coupons. I need... oh, wait. Oh, no. No coupons! Fuck. Fine. Wait, let me go get my cart real quick. Give me a second, guys. Also, go get your food cravings. Yes, I must feast. Where, oh where, oh where. One day I want to do a stream where I have like an IRL cam just pointed at my jumbo Pokemon plushies. And then we can call it like the plushie cam or something. Because I have a Charmander plushie that's like, how tall is it? That's almost like maybe 2/3 of a meter tall. Yeah, it's like maybe 2/3 of a meter tall Charmander. And then I have a roughly around the same size of a Bulbasaur too. Oh, sorry. Where? Oops. There we go. Wait. Phone is charging. Oh. Alright. Let's do this. Okay, gotta add. Anyway, have you guys all eaten? Have you all had your water as well? Are you guys making sure you're hydrated? Because gotta watch out for yourselves too. Does soda count? Enough, I guess. Enough, I suppose. Only the sugar-free one. I see, I see. I do feel like a lot of people do just, you know, drink the sugar-free sodas, even if it's just like what it is, just because. How many of you guys still drink regular soda, if you drink soda at all? Because I kind of stopped drinking regular soda. I usually drink either zero or diet for the what do you call that? For the sodas these days. I'll be getting food soonish, though I should restock on water. Yeah, you should. Well, then I haven't gotten hydrated since I don't drink sugar. Ah. I don't drink sugar-free. Oh. I think it's still fine, though. you're technically still hydrating. Just not as, like, maybe effective, I suppose. I always drink zero in diet if they don't have zero if I can. Oh. I drink soda from time to time, but not enough to say regular drinker. Fair point. I drink Pepsi Max, sugar-free Monster Energy, and the new Pilk they released. What? They released Pilk? Out in the wild? I feel sad that they took out the regular Pepsi Max here and replaced it with the zero sugar lime variant, which just doesn't taste the same. So I'm a little sad. I actually have to go all the way to this Japanese grocer just so I can what do you call that? Just so I can look for the Japanese Pepsi Max bottles to get my fix. And sometimes they don't even have it, you know? So a little sad, a little sad. But at least it's better than nothing. Because I'm really not the biggest fan of the zero sugar lime. Like, I'll take it if I have to, sure. You know, but like, yeah, it's not my preference. And then after that, it's Diet Coke first, and then Coke Zero. I actually prefer Diet Coke more than Coke Zero for some reason. It's the taste. I like the taste. You know? Sugar-free soda is basically water with spices mixed in. Yeah, and a bit of salt, I think. I do think that there's some salt in some sugar-free soda. Diet Coke is best after Pepsi Max. I see, I see. Then we are in agreement, Koro. Although I don't hate Coke Zero. I declare sugar-free water as carbonated tea. I hate it. I'm fine with Coke Zero. I like Diet Coke more. I hate normal Coke and Pepsi too. I see, I see, I see. I think those are some fair assessments. What was I? Oh, right. I was looking in my copied factory, my wizards. My wizard is Snapcaster Mage, Spell Pierce. What was I gonna add? The maybe bird. Like drinking melting sugar. Oh, it's the sweet. Okay. Mystic's Mastery is what I need to add. Although I think the version I have is the cheaper one. This one. Oh no, it's actually more expensive. But I already have it, so it's fine. But yeah, I think I haven't really I don't really drink regular soda all that much anymore. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, actually, is there a different print of this, or is it just the 40K? Oh, there's a, what do you call that? There's an avatar version of it. I wonder if I can find a nice cheap print for this one. Anyway. So yeah, okay, food has been ordered. And in all likelihood, I'll be eating it soon. Fingers crossed. Let's see. And what was the Do I not already have Ponder? I don't. I wonder if it's because I took it out. Okay, so let's see. You know what? Maybe we will. Maybe we are gonna. Let's end stream when my food is nearby. I think that's a fair place to end it. Right? What is that? Oh, okay. I think I kind of am feeling a combination of both a bit of hunger and also just exhaustion from the day. It has been a bit of a series of days with a lot of stuff going on, and work is not kind of cooperating, to be honest. Parts of work not quite shaking out as I would have hoped. So honestly, I feel like me streaming now and just streaming this week in general is my way of trying to cope with it, even though I honestly feel a little tired. Like, even when I get back and it's like, okay, gotta stream in an hour, I am tired. But I'm like, I'd rather do this than just kind of pass out, you know? Because at least if I get to be on stream and I get to hang out with you guys, it's fun, you know? It takes my mind off of things, even if I'm super tired. So I do think that you guys are super, you know, a big part of keeping myself sane on a day-to-day. So thank you guys. You know, you guys give me an avenue to do random shit, talk about random shit for hours. So, you know, thank you. And it is super fun. You know, you guys are always super entertaining to be with. You know, it is very much a two-way street, where if you guys are entertained by hanging out and chat during the stream, then I'm very much also having fun, you know, interacting with all of you. And those fucking emotes are off sync again! Sorry, no, it just set me off a little bit, because they are not in sync. They're doing it again. You guys are doing this on purpose now. Hello, Lyrics. Yeah, we're just chatting today. You know, we're just yapping. We're gonna play some more Expedition 33 tomorrow instead. Originally that was supposed to be today, but I figured, you know, we can talk instead. We'll just chat and stuff, since I need to sleep a little bit early for tomorrow's collab over on Pixel's channel. And then on Friday, because I don't have work the next day, we can use that night to play more Expedition 33, which is gonna be super fun. Having a lot of fun. Oh. Alright. Anyway, how are you doing though? How are you doing? I hope that, you know, you're doing all right. That this week has been treating you well. Oh no, I like my phone without the case. I might start using it without the case again. Mainly because it ain't thick! It ain't thick no more. Oh, by the way, these are the actual prints of the cars that I have. I'm good. We went to get a few fun things to celebrate. My partner designed a board game and we got box prototypes today. Oh, nice. I remember a friend of mine as well who was working on a board game project as well, like a couple of years back. Kind of did a Kickstarter as well. Like he did a Kickstarter, and I backed it, and I got one of the copies of their little board game. Super fun. Although, yeah, like I haven't gotten around to like playing it as much, and now it just sits in a box along with all of my other board games. I do hate that the pandemic kind of killed a lot of momentum for board games in my area, or in my country, I suppose. Because there was a lot of momentum and popularity, I guess. So like board games were basically becoming popular, and there were a lot of places that were opening up that catered to that audience. Like you had a lot of cafes that had like board games that you could borrow, so you could sit in the cafe, play some board games, order drinks, just basically hang out there. But then the pandemic happened, and all of those businesses started shuttering. They all started closing up. It's so awesome seeing a finished thing when you're creative. Yeah, it feels very different when you have like when there's something that originally just started as like an idea in your head, and it's different when it starts off as an idea, and suddenly now you're looking at it, and it is like a physical thing that you can touch. It is wild, you know. It is very wild. So it is an awesome thing. True, very true. And well, hope the same goes for you as well. Yeah. Hope everybody is doing well, actually. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's a bad combo. I am hoping that I don't get too tired, that I don't feel hungry anymore when the food arrives. That would be the worst. Sleepy owl today? Yeah, it's been a long day. Work is exhausting, and I think maybe the last couple of days haven't been very... I've been a little bit more stressed out when food arrive. Hang on, Alvin, let me check. It says in about 20 minutes. Anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes is when the food is supposed to get here. So I don't expect it to take too long, especially at this hour, but you know, I am just worried about getting too sleepy. Oh, by the way, okay, so I don't know, like, do you guys also, how many of you guys have also tried to, like, you know, join Kickstarters and whatnot for products that are gonna be made? Do you guys do that? Or do you wait until it is completely out? I have joined multiple. Have you regretted any of them? Because I regret at least one. I've joined 2 or 3 Kickstarters in the backing phase. I see. Only for an illustrated book my friend was part of, I think. Oh, that's nice. Nope. Well, good on you, Dwarf. I have one regret. At least not yet. Then may you never regret joining a Kickstarter. Because I have had the unfortunate, or rather, I have had the misfortune. Not really Kickstarter, but I'm supporting a dev on Patreon who's making an N64 game for since a few years. Oh, that's nice. That's neat. Okay, so I have had the misfortune of backing Mighty Number 9. And if you're not familiar, it is a bit of a hot mess. So I backed this, which when they pitched it on paper. Linsky, welcome back. Nice to see you again. I would never join a Kickstarter unless I have a physical access to a place where the author of said Kickstarter lives. You know, that's an understandable take to have. At least we'll have a new Mega Man soon. Yeah, I hope it's decent. But yeah, I've joined a couple Kickstarters, and this is the only one that I feel bad about backing because it became a bit of a hot mess compared to at least the other projects that I've kickstarted, that I joined the Kickstarter of. So, you know, those have been pretty good. You know, those are fun. I think one of them was for a physical product for some dice. Okay, I think it was this one. And then let's see if the link works. Okay, this, I think it is this one. Let me double check the list. Yeah, I think these are the ones. Yeah, these. This was a fun project to back because I got a fuck ton of dice. And what me and my friends decided is that we all pitched in and backed as just one, what do you call that? Backed as one entity. And then we just split up the dice that we got. So we got all of these: unicorn, mermaid, phoenix, nymph, dragon, fairy, and then we got some of the extended ones too. And most of these I still use until today. This one's nice, dragon egg. I like this one. I have this one. This is still very much, what do you call that? I enjoy this particular set quite a bit. And I played many a Dungeons & Dragons game with them too. Ethereal Phoenix is nice as well. I have this one. Ethereal Succubus, if I recall, didn't turn out as good. Like, it looked okay on paper, but it didn't end up looking as great in person. But this was a fun project. Just because you would get, ooh, this one was nice. This one is nice. Ethereal Wraith. This is good. I actually like this one quite a lot. I have dice too, just sitting collecting dust. Play Dungeons and Dragons! Actually, I do want to play D&D again. I need to polish up my campaign, what do you call it? My little campaign PDF. My source book PDF. And then I'll find some unsuspecting players. I mean, you can use Dice and Magic. That's what I'm currently using them for. My two dice bags. My two dice bags of I use it for Magic. Sometimes I carry one, sometimes I carry the other. I have a red bag and I have a brown bag. The brown bag has my metal dice in it. So I use my metal dice for boss fights. Whenever I need to have my players go up against something rather interesting, is what I like to call it. And then I bring out the metal dice and they know, oh shit, we're fucked. Because whenever I bring out the metal dice, they know it's a boss fight. Which is why, by the way, the only downside with using it is that, using it in Magic, is that it is actually random dice. So it's not a spin down counter like the ones that they give you in Magic, like bundles. It's not a spin down counter, so every time I'm like, all right, I'm going up from 3 to 4, Fuck, and I'm spinning the dice in my hand until I find 4. Because it's not next to the 3. Unsuspecting player, sounds like you're pulling the old switcheroo for campaigns. You thought this was the Lost Mines? Nope, it's Curse of Strahd time. Let's go. Steel dice, the equivalent of a big circular empty room in an MMO or RPG. Hey there, JP. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Man, I gotta play D&D again. Koro, Nito, you guys down? You guys down for some Dungeons and Dragons? I miss playing D&D too. Then I shall do a call. Not right now. Not right now. I mean, eventually down the line. I need a plan. I need to plan it out. I might need like maybe a month or 2 to plan out a campaign. But yes, I'm down. Yeah, not right now, of course. So I'll need to figure it out. I'll dust off my campaign setting. Kuro must make character. Yes, yes. I'm gonna dust off my campaign setting and give it some updates, and then I'll do a recruiting drive. Looking for players. And then I don't know. We can play. We'll do some. We'll have some sessions. Maybe a one shot. You know, maybe a one shot would be easier to do. I'm taking this chair and throw it at the mage. Let's see. It's an 18. 18. 18's a ow. It's a hit. It is a hit. 18 is a solid number. If you roll 18 and you miss, you're fucked. Most of the time, if you roll an 18 and it's a miss, man, you gotta start asking questions. Did you piss off the DM? Are you suddenly up against a Tarask? I wonder how long an actual Tarask fight would go, though. I'm very, very curious. 50-50 at that point, if it's a gimmick encounter or a running away encounter. Ah. Okay, so funny story. I had this one session. I was playing with a bunch of friends. And they were at like this marketplace or something. And they ended up getting into they ended up picking a fight with an officer. I described this female knight very much like this female knight that I NPC that I gave them was very much inspired by Beatrix from Final Fantasy IX. So she's there, right? She's like this cool, kind of stoic female knight that clearly kicks ass, right? And I keep describing her in that way, that she's like, she's skilled, you know, she has a reputation. But one of my players insisted on dueling her one-on-one. And I'm like, okay. And then, all right, I'll let you duel her. And then he goes, to the death. And I'm like, oh, shit. Okay. And I had a knight character idea. You can remind me to ask you if it works later. No worries. I shall remind you. So my friend is like, okay, cool. I'm going to duel her. And the thing is, the stats I had rolled up for her are pretty high. New player character it is for that guy. Kinda, yeah. Because he duels her. She is clearly levels above him, but he insists on fighting. His character is the honorable, like, he is an honorable knight type. So he's insisting on fighting to the death. And eventually, he does get killed by the female knight who strikes him down. And so, at that point, the party goes on a side quest to bring him back from the dead. Because they very much can't just revive him, because they don't have the money to bring him back on their own. So they need to go to a temple, and temple says, hey, you guys need to do this and this. Sounds like a butch healer pulling a boss in an FF14 raid. I mean, I have a necromancer who uses Revivify as a torture method for people who we want info from. That's actually... That actually kind of happened in with a different group. So, the story behind that one is that they were interrogating this guy. And... what do you call it? No, it wasn't. Sorry, it wasn't Revivify. They didn't torture the guy, but they were interrogating this one dude strapped to a chair, and they kill the guy. And they're like, "Oh shit!" They accidentally kill the guy, and they bring him back. But instead of using Revivify, I think they used what do you call that? Speak with Dead. And they said, all right, we're our bad. We weren't supposed to kill you, but I promise we'll revive you. Because one of the other characters had Revivify. So he's like, all right, we'll bring you back if you tell us all about this and this and this. And they're like, okay, cool. He tells it. He manages to spill the beans, and they leave him there. They don't end the conversation. They don't hit the 5 questions or something? I forget how many questions for speak with Dead. But they leave him in the chair, abandoned, and they go off. The fucking goes wherever. So now he's just strapped to a chair for all eternity. Because he's waiting for the other question so he can return to the realm of the dead. That was like a wild time. Same party that also decided to burn a building down because it was filled with henchmen. That was also a very interesting campaign. It's maybe one of the most fun I think I've had. One of the most fun sessions I probably had as a DM. And super interesting because the group that I was DMing were professional wrestlers. And when you take the absolute improvisational skills of professional wrestlers who are also nerds, you are in for a fun time. They were in character. They were role-playing heavily because basically they already do that when they wrestle, when they're cutting their promos. So what's D&D but like another, just another Tuesday for them. So they were super fun to play with. They were like the most like engaged and they were very, they were very, very much in character and very, what do you call that? They're super fun. Because they were super into it. And that was one of some of the best sessions I've had were with them because of how engaged and how very interactive they were with playing. And they would do some batshit crazy things. And it would keep me on my toes because I had to be like, all right, sure. And then I had to figure out what to do next. Oh no, so what my Mecro did was kill the guy because I had a bag of diamonds on me. And I did it multiple times and went, oh, so how's your trip to hell? That is pure evil. With a bag of diamonds, you don't have to worry about, what do you call that? Your material components. I think and you would use it as a ritual, right? So you didn't have to worry about spell slots because you could just ritual cast it. I forget how long the ritual casting for Revivify was, though. Oh, nope. Wait. Did you just do long rest, like, rests then? Wait, is Revivify not castable as a ritual? Or how did you get through, what do you call that then? I'm a little rusty on my job class, on my, you know, classes. It's an action. Huh. No spell slot required? Huh. Damn. Interesting. Oh man, gotta play D&D again soon, guys. Wait, is my food here now? Okay, so my food is ready for pickup, but the guy who's supposed to pick it up isn't there yet. Okay, we have a couple more minutes. The food is ready. I just need to wait for it to get picked up and delivered. Actually, I do owe another group some lore stuff, but it's more of cyberpunk rather than D&D. I also need to get around to learning Pathfinder. Pathfinder... Wait, should I learn Pathfinder or Pathfinder 2? Because I don't know which one is better. I don't know enough about the Pathfinder. What do you call it? Pathfinder stuff compared to D&D. Pathfinder can be fun. I heard the action economy is a little different there, especially the classes and gods. I see. Because I tend to be very homebrewy, so the gods are not usually an issue, but classes, I want to see how that goes. From what I've seen, classes in Pathfinder get much more specific, right? Because if I recall, the action economy is incredibly different. Yeah, that's what I figured. Especially for 5th edition. I kind of like the action economy in 5th edition, to be honest. I kind of like the way that you kind of do that in D&D 5th edition. Because I feel like that they've struck the balance. I want to play my Mousefolk Oracle again. See, look, you hear Mousefolk Oracle, and that sounds like such an awesome, awesome class and, like species variation. Instead of saying like, or rather Ratfolk, still, that still sounds really cool, The only cool thing you get in like 5th edition is when you say you're a Dragonborn. Like, I'm a Dragonborn Paladin. Like, that sounds cool. Yeah, I'd like to try joining D&D again. Yeah, we all need to get into D&D again. We all gots to. We all gots to. Oh, okay, my food is gonna be on its way. There we go, I think it's been picked up. Eats orb. They even got species of having storage space in their mouths. Guess where I stored my Oracle Orb to ponder? Oh no. Foods, yes. Okay, so let's get ready then for the raid. Alright, so let's get ready for the raid, guys. Up your butt! Okay. So, let's see, who is... Not the prison pocket! Oh, yeah. So we're gonna be raiding into Pixel. Alright, we're gonna be raiding into Pixel, who's having her event. Okay, so what I've heard is not prison pocket. I've heard it as prison purse. That's the term that I've heard about it. Prison purse. So I think that's a little cuter. Prison wallet is also available? True. I'd say it depends on the storage space. I like pocket better because purse is female adjacent and I want it male adjacent. Ah, true. Prison wallet is also something I think that I've also heard. Prison wallet. Alright guys, so let's get ready to raid into Pixel. If you haven't yet, check it out. Pixel is now formerly Pixelated Owl, now going by Pixel Title. And also shares a model papa with the one and only envtuber. Okay. So make sure to also check out Teru if you enjoyed Teru's art. So here we go. Best Papa. Yeah! So now we begin the raid and oh wait, actually let's have a custom message. I will set one like this. And then, let's see, debut celebration raid. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll use that as our raid message. And we'll check out, we'll raid into Pixel. I hope you guys had a good time. I know yapping, I feel like I don't yap enough. And I do feel like you guys also have fun, so we'll see. We'll see if we can yap more often. Because sometimes I feel like when I don't feel like I can play games for very, very, very long. Especially on weekdays. So maybe if you guys are fine with this, we can do more stuff like this, So take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow over on Pixel Stream. But then also we'll have Expedition 33 around the same time that we started this stream tomorrow. Alright? So take care, guys. Ciao!